Jamaica's borders are slowly reopening, and I know for many like myself, it couldn't be a happier time. From March 21 to June 15, many of us were unable to be in physical contact with our family and friends overseas. We know why. COVID-19 caused our borders to close. Yes, COVID-19 is still around, but fortunately for us, the government has put in place several measures to allow our peeps to come home and others to visit. So if you want to know the procedure on how to come to Jamaica, hassle-free of course, stick around. The first step is to apply under the Controlled Entry Program. There are two portals, one for residents and another for non-residents. If you're a Jamaican resident, visit jamcovid19.moh.gov.jm. There's also an app that you can download and complete the application from there. If you're a non-resident, go to visitjamaica.com. This is a run-through of the portals for the not-so-techno-savvy people. The information I'm going to share is the same on both portals, so don't worry, you can follow. Alright, so you can go to any search engine, whether Google, Safari, Mozilla, Yahoo, whichever one you have, and then you type in visitjamaica.com. On the screen, you'll see Get a Travel Authorization. Click on Apply for yours here. It will then go to a new page that asks, do you live in Jamaica? Yes or no? You click on the one that's applicable to you. Once you do that, you'll come to a page that asks for an email address so a one-time password can be sent. And then you fill out the form, name, date of birth, passport number, address, the works. You'll also be asked to answer questions related to your exposure to COVID-19 and your current health condition. If you're a Jamaican resident, you'll be asked questions to verify whether or not your home is suitable for a mandatory 14-day quarantine period. And guys, if your house isn't right for home quarantine, you don't have to worry. The government has facilities that will accommodate you. After you complete and submit the form, review will take place. The Ministry of Health and Wellness and the Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency will do the review and approval process. From what my friends and family have told me, the length of time from submission to approval is just a few days. So once you've been approved to enter the island, you're issued a digital travel authorization. Remember, this certificate is a MUST. You cannot check in on flights or board ships coming to Jamaica if you don't have the certificate. You've gotten your digital certificate, you've booked your passage, and now you're on Jamaican soil. What's next? The first set of people you'll see once you've landed or docked is a team from the Ministry of Health and Wellness. They will carry out a preliminary health screening. After that, you'll be taken to the immigration hall for another screening, which will include a risk assessment. You'll also be tested for COVID-19. If you are from a country within the travel bubble, you'll only be screened. That is a temperature check, observation of symptoms, and a health risk assessment. What's the travel bubble, you may ask? These are a group of countries which pose the lowest risk of spreading the coronavirus. These countries include Antigua and Barbuda, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Trinidad and Tobago, Barbados, the Cayman Islands, Montserrat, Grenada, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and the Turks and Caicos Islands. So now you've passed the screening. Next up is registration. You'll be asked to provide your address information so it can be recorded and tracked through either your phone or a wristband. This information will be monitored by the security forces. So if there are any breaches to the mandatory 14-day quarantine rule, there will be trouble. As usual, you'll be responsible for your own transportation unless you're being quarantined at a government facility. For visitors to our shores, they should follow the COVID resilient corridor, which runs from Negril to Port Antonio along the north coast of the island. And there you have it, an easy breezy return to the rock. And guys, before I go, I want to encourage you to continue to practice your regular sanitization. Wear your mask when in public. Wash your hands regularly with soap and water. Use sanitizer with at least 62% alcohol base and avoid touching your mouth, eyes, or nose. For health's sake, let's protect ourselves and our loved ones.